What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of Chill with Pete. I've got my coffee. Ta-da! It's still caffeinated at the moment, but I'm trying decaf soon. I'm going to try. Still a little bit hot. Anyway, I thought I'd have a chill because the weather's been really crazy here. It's been mostly raining, downpours, torrential rain. I mean, you know, floods, dangerous weather hazard, you know, warnings going out all over the shop. Then today it started clearing up a bit, and now it's clouded over again. It was pouring with rain this morning, but it did clear up with sunshine, I might add. So that's good. I was able to get out, and yeah, but the weekend is looking quite good, so we're hoping to do a barbecue, and that's good. I wanted to do a chill because I wanted to run some thoughts by you initially. First of all, I'm sorry for all the videos I keep putting out. I just love making videos, so that's just the way it is. I bought some paints from eBay. You know, one of those job lot of people selling off their paints, and they've arrived, and they're all like, you know, they're mostly kind of full. I just wanted to try, mostly because it had some foundry paints in it. Well, if you look here, look, I'll just show you. Oh, never mind the bull grins. Move these out of the way a minute. But here, not that one, be using that one later. Oh, these, I just wanted to, really, I got them for the foundry paints and the coat d'armes paints. These, the Vallejo ones, they're just a bonus really, so I didn't really get it the set for those. I got it for like these. I just want to try out these foundry paints with their triad system. It's got some metal there, it's got reds, A darker red, B slightly lighter, and C lighter again, almost leading into orange. And it came with this Humbrol acrylic, so seems like there's a lot in there, so that's just cool. And you know, a couple of coat d'armes paints, like a black and a light grey. So I got those just to try them out before I purchase any, you know, new. So I just want to give them a go because they were going cheap. And yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention, there you go. So I have a weird camera angle on it. It's never quite level because the tripod that it's on never kind of sits just right. But it's just one of those things. Anyway, so yeah, I've been watching again because I've seen them many times before. I've been watching the extras from the Lord of the Rings Blu-ray edition, you know, the box set and that, and it's rekindling my love for Lord of the Rings. And I used to have some Lord of the Rings models from Citadel, and of course years ago I had a box set, Fellowship of the Ring, metal box set. You can get it on eBay now, but it's dear. It's like 30 odd quid for a box that I think cost me about £5 at the time, but it was in the 80s, so you know, inflation. And I was looking at it and I saw it and I thought, oh, I really want to paint those models again. And I just have a rekindled interest for Lord of the Rings. And it's making me want to paint Lord of the Rings models. Now, GW do a lot of Lord of the Rings and Hobbit models, and they look fantastic. But this would be one of those hobby instances where I just want to paint the models and I don't want to play the game per se. I just want to paint the models because they're just fantastic, and they've got something about them which is almost historical. it almost feels like it was real history. It's that ingrained in me, the story, and so I suppose it's the closest thing I can come to historical without being historical. So I'm thinking of giving that a go. Yeah, so I'm just going to pop some of these paints away whilst I'm here. So golden olive, that's a green. I should pop that away in here. Then we have beige. I suppose that could go in under flesh. Yellow. I can't quite see what it was called. Something yellow. It's quite a light yellow, but reds. Nice big pot of red there. So that's awesome. And of course the Triad Foundry reds there. Oh, and this one, flat red, which I believe I've got anyway. Inks and washes. Marron brown. Might try that out sometime. Natural steel. Can go in there. I'm gonna try these out on as chainmail, metal and spear point. Coat the arms. Bring that guy there. This is negro, so I'm assuming it's black, but it looks off black to me. Sorry, excuse me. Looks black brown, so very dark brown. So I'm going to put it in here. That's actually not much darker than the Umbral Umber from P3. Same type of pop. And there you go. Right, so yeah, that's my thoughts, and that's what I want to do. Is get some Lord of the Rings models. So I wanted to start with the Fellowship. Just see how I go. Some of the monsters, the trolls and you know, the ogres and that, it's fantastic, and I just want to paint them. I can't say. I have an idea of painting up the models as best I can and setting up some like little diorama type-esque things and doing a lot of photography type things with it. That's what I'm thinking for that, rather than play a game. Although I'm told the game is very good, excellent. But I'm not sure on how I feel about that, because the story's been told and the outcome is set. Do I want to do a what-if scenario? I don't know. We'll see anyway. I've put an offer in on some Riders of Rohan model set, which looks quite good. Everybody I know says they don't like painting horses. Well, I've painted horses. I don't mind. So I'll have a go at that. Game wise, I've got to finish off these Primaris Marines, Bullgrins and the Death Guard, of course, which I want to do. And Congo, which I want to get going. I've got another layer of the leather effect I want to do before I put some Agrax Earthshade over it, so I want to do that next. That'll be my next on the bench, although I think it will take a lot longer than one on the bench session, or it might be just a long on the bench session. I don't know, I really don't know, but that's what's going on there. Age of Sigmar, haven't progressed any further with that, and I've got a piece of MDF terrain to compare with the Basilica Administratum. It's a similar type of terrain piece for half the price, basically. So it's MDF versus plastic. Now obviously plastic is going to win overall when it comes to detail, but I just want to show you a comparison, because this piece is pretty detailed for MDF. It's pretty darn detailed, so I want to show you that. It even comes with some like little sliver of cardboard detailing pieces that you can stick on it, which is quite cool. Although to be honest, I think it's quite detailed anyway, so there is that to think about. Doesn't really need it, I don't think, but I might put some on. So yeah, those paints that arrived this morning, that's the first paints I've bought in ages actually. Of course they're second hand, but you know, I haven't done any for a while now. So, yeah. Oh, I want to get my Lehman Russes done up a bit more as well, so I can get them off the table, packed away for another time perhaps. Might do some work on their guns today, and well, I'll see how I get on with the Primaris Marines. Some of them, fortunately, like this guy, they don't have any leather pouches. I can just get on with their cloaks and things, so might do that. It's going to be a challenge doing his cloak, I know that. Unless I do the inside quite of a dark colour, I might do that like Dark Angel green, like Caliban green. I might do that, and then a lighter green on the outside perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. And it's just his eyes and purity seals and a little metal key thing under his belt, and he's good to go then, I think. Yeah, so that's not bad. Once I've decided what colour I'm going to do his cloak, I can crack on with that. Maybe a pink, that might be good. Yeah. Don't know. I'll come back to that. I've got to start work on my Bulgren shields. These here, which I will do so. So I've got my wet palette here. Yeah, it's all on there. I can just mix that up again. No problems. I've still got some orcs to do, and that's the other thing as well. I've painted a lot of orcs in my time, but not fantasy orcs, so it'd be quite nice to do them, especially for Lord of the Rings, I think. Because I've only done like 40k orcs with the gun that. Oh, excuse me. Oh, so it'll be nice. It will be nice to do some fantasy stuff, and I'd like to do that. Also, I discovered a new YouTube channel, Suburban Wargaming, I think it's called. I did do it as my latest channel of the week, and they were showing off the well, they were doing a couple of bat reps from the skirmish rule set for Age of Sigmar, and that looks really good. The fact that you can do it with such few models, I'd be able to do that with the models I've got there. I just need to paint them up. And I have some other, I've got some lizard men, I think, somewhere knocking around, and some other things, and I might be tempted to get something like that, some Skaven or something. I don't know, maybe, we'll see. Oh, it's nice and quiet out here now. Nice and quiet. It's not. I turned off the dehumidifier. It was on when I came in because I suppose dampness in the air. It's been raining all night and this morning. But the humidity was quite low according to the reading, so that's okay. I'm okay with that. So I was just looking at this electric. This is what happens when you let your dog out to the door. Miller did my post. Right then, and I want to finish. So much on my bench here to do, and I want to finish it all. That would be nice. That really would be nice. Once I get these Primaris Marines done, there'll be a huge chunk off the desk. And my Triumvirate. I want to get that done as well. That's nearing completion too, so I'm gonna do that. So I did the like the jewels and pieces. So I'm gonna do those. I might try the reds on that. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see on that one. This guy's almost done. He just needs his jewels, his gems thing, and that's it. That's all he needs. And I can call him done. I'll call it that. Quite like the way his cloak turned out. But I've still got this Greylight guy to do, and I've still got Cypher to do, and he's not glued on his base yet. So I won't do that until I've painted it. Well, at least the cloak inside and the legs, and of course Gilliman. I'll just do a little bit here and there of the gold as and when, because it is fiddly. There's no two ways about it. It is a fiddly job. I'm wondering whether to do that eagle thing under his foot, stone or metal. I might do it metal actually. And of course this avatar, it's got a lot of gem bits on it as well to do. Which I haven't done yet. I haven't even started on it. But yes, so they're all works in progress. Of course I've got my Death Guard there, my fetid bloat drones, which I will do. Yeah, it's just so much. And of course my Congo guys. They look pretty fun actually, these. I'm sure some of these are based off It Ain't Half Hot Mum. It Ain't Half Hot Mum, The Mummy and Indiana Jones. That's what it looks like to me. Just my own personal observation. Anyway, don't think. Well, oh yeah, and I've got one old Space Marine to finish. 5 Terminators, 6 Terminators. A couple of them are the old style Terminators, and 4 of them there are the new ones. I don't know if there's supposed to be any more knocking around. I think the Terminators are on a par with the Primaris Marines size wise. You know, if you want to match up, I think the Terminators are about the same size. I don't know, are they doing Primaris Terminators? That would be bigger again. I've got to do his helmet. There's a couple here actually with helmets I want to paint red. I'm thinking of using those foundry paints I bought, seeing how they turn out. So he's got a helmet, and he's got a helmet. I've got 2 captains or lieutenants or whatever. They can have red helmets, and that's cool. And I got my Centurions. Yeah, all going on. Oh, I can't imagine the desk being uncluttered. my work area gets smaller and smaller as the models encroach upon it, you know, and I end up getting a little postage stamp area to work with. And I'm determined to keep this glass plate free, model free, while I'm painting. But that's what I'm going to do. I've nearly finished my coffee now anyway. I don't know how long this chill with paint is going to last. I don't know, I just wanted to put it out there that I'm looking at Lord of the Rings now, purely from a model painting aspect and not a game playing aspect. And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, wow, you know what? Just to get the models and not care about games and rules, and that's quite appealing right now. Though I love playing games, don't get me wrong. I love my 40k, and I'm glad that it does seem to run a bit quicker now. I think it could be sped up even more though. So for me, smaller games appeal more. And I love my Congo. That's just a fantastic game. Probably one of the, well, it's up there with 40k Congo because it's just brilliant. And Age of Sigmar is appealing too, though I've not played anything with it and I don't know anything about it really, but it just appeals to me. Because I want to get a little bit into the fantasy. That'll give me my... what I used to do was Hordes used to be my fantasy fix, but yeah, I haven't been into that phrase since they changed the rules. Actually, since they updated the rules, I've not been into that because I have to get all the cards again, and just lost interest in it. Whereas the Lord of the Rings stuff is such a beautiful background and lore. It's so rich with its own history. Like I was saying, it feels like a historical game, but it's not. The whole thing, it feels like it's real history, but like I say, it isn't. So it's really, really weird. But that's how it feels. Right, well, that's me done out of my coffee. Thanks for putting up with me. Thanks for listening. Remember, all brushes lead to war, and I will see you on the next video. And bye for now.